Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and maybe even good evening. It is wonderful to see you all. Mr. Brian, for example, very nice. I'm so glad I could prevent you from cleaning the house, because that would just be awful if you had to do something silly like that. I'm so glad you made these two videos. I'm going to watch them back to back later on. I was really busy today. I made exciting things with wrap, of course, preparing a little thing that I'm going to make for DAZ, which is going to be very exciting. And in so doing, I tried to convert a HD morphed like 3D scan into a HD version of a Genesis character. And it turns out that takes such a long time that, I had to press terminate, but it turns out that terminate wasn't actually terminating things. It just goes and grays out the button and keeps calculating. So that means, one of those things. Amon Q is here. How you doing? And also, thank you so much for following Forever Sean for, following a few hours ago. That was very nice. Let's go and find some music and then get the party started. I'm going to keep going with my Synty characters today, which is going to be exciting. And in so doing, I found a very exciting little add-on that I want to share with you. It is, akin to recording actions inside Blender, much like macros or actions in Photoshop, and that's going to be very exciting. I'm going to drop that link into the chat now, because I will be working with it in a second. So this is a free add-on from GitHub, and I'll talk more about it as we get going here. Let me just get organized. DAZ Studio and Blender. That's it. That's what we're going to do. Please do random DAZ questions. Always appreciated. And if I don't have the answer, I promise I won't make anything up. I'll go and see if I've got it installed in Blender 3.0 already. Or if I haven't. I think I tried it out with 2.9 yesterday, and it worked very well. It is here. There we go. Action Recorder. So let me go and uninstall this so I can turn it into a little clip later. So I can then go and reinstall it. Because, that's how we roll here. Action Recorder. So it has to be installed in a particular way, and I thought that's probably a good idea to show that. Let's go remove it so we can go and do all that together. Random DAZ question. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to use the release version of DAZ Studio today, I think. I think that is what I've been using yesterday, where we've converted 20 characters, and that's kind of cool. I've done something off stream yesterday that I've converted, or I've imported 10 into Blender to test out this add-on. So I think I might start with a batch of 10 and then work some more on the hair. So it's not going to be as long a session as yesterday. Just as fair warning. That's not it. DAZ Synty Scenes. There we go. These are the things that we've started with yesterday. Okay, let's get going with the Blender thing. Oh no, hang on. I'm on Q's question. Go on. So what I always want is to make my viewport bigger, specifically in the vertical. And I've tried several different ways. It really doesn't do what I'm looking for. And it's hard to explain exactly. Right. That makes it very hard for me to answer the question. Larger in the vertical. So this way larger. See if I can follow the example. So what I would probably do is go and left click and drag off the viewport and just unattach it, and then it becomes a floating palette, and then I would just go and make it as large as it needs to be, I take it, and then maybe even go and put it over on a different monitor. That's kind of what I would do. Other than rotating to portrait mode. I don't think I understand the question, I'm afraid. Does it have to do with the render dimension? Is that what you're after? Like the when you render it, or is it for just viewport purposes as you work on your scene? Full screen just for the viewport. Oh, okay. Do you know that is actually coming, that feature? That's not in the current release version. That is in the beta version. So there is a thing that when you drag this off here and you have a separate viewport, that is actually something I can answer. There is this hamburger icon menu here. No, it's not that. It's actually right-clicking on here, and there's additional menus here. Let me see if I can bring it up in the other version. It's something I've explained in a recent YouTube video, and so that's not the release version, that's the beta version that's currently, you know, in beta, this one here, 4.16.1, and those features, they are coming, and there's a new thing that lets you basically make the whole thing fill up the height of your screen or the width of your screen or your full screen. So let's take the viewport as an example here, and I'll left click and drag this out. So it has to be a floating palette, and it's totally floating here. So I'll just make it a little bigger that I can show you this. Then on, like, if you right click kind of somewhere without docking it, if you right click here in this gray space, right click here, there is the pane group, and there's something fit screen height, fit screen width, and fit the whole screen. So but that's only in the beta version. If you install the beta version, then you can do that. So like fit screen height, boom, makes it the height of the screen. And if you go and say fit screen width, then it makes it literally as full screen as it possibly can be. And if you put that on a second monitor, or if you put your library stuff on a second monitor and just have this on your main monitor, then you're golden. That's it. Grab the beta, it's all in there. And then to make that undo that, you just left click and drag this away, and then you just go and dock it again. Yeah, so 4.16.1, that feature is coming together with a cool library feature here. When you're in your library, you can go and scroll it slower by holding down the shift key. So while you're over the library, you hold shift and then you scroll down, and your mouse will then go in 1 increments rather than 3 product increments, or 3 file increments. So that's kind of cool. If you hold down control and then scroll, it goes a full page. So that allows you to scroll through your library faster as well as slower. And then if you do nothing, then it goes and scrolls, I think, 3 products. I think that's how it works. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, I think at the end of that video, I'm explaining this thing about expanding things to a screen height thing. I'm glad it helped. And have fun with the beta. Let's talk about Blender and how we can do 2 things with it, namely shortcut keys in Blender. Big new concept. I mean, it's built in. I didn't know that was happening. And also macros/actions in Blender. Very cool thing to do. I'm going to go and open Blender 3.0 because it works with that. And I'll show you how to download this little add-on that we need for that and how to make it work. But shortcut keys first. This is something that's very, very cool. So I found myself doing something often that I'd like to assign a shortcut to it. Like, for example, import an FBX. So usually you go File, import, and you have to find FBX here, and then you go and navigate to the thing that you want to import, and it's all good. But if you do that quite a lot, it would be nice to have something like whatever, Control F for FBX or something to get that imported. And there is actually a way to do this, and I had no idea that worked that way. It is the magic right click. So you go to the action that you'd like. So in my case, it's File, Import, and FBX. And rather than left clicking on it to execute the action, I go and right click on it. Let's see if we can see it here. There we go. And that says quick. So add to quick favorites, assign shortcut. That's the thing we want. So assign shortcut will let me know if I click on it, it'll say press a key. So in this case, I can go, in my case, Control F, and then that now has the shortcut key assigned to it. And the awesome thing is now I can literally go and say Control F, and I'm literally in that menu. So that's added efficiency already. I'm super happy about this. And that can be done with pretty much anything that can be clicked. So anything that has something, just right click it and assign a shortcut key. So haha, very exciting. So that's number 1. The other exciting thing I was going to explain is how we can record a series of button presses that we do. And that is kind of nice. That is done with an add-on. Thankfully, it's free, by the amazing Inamura Jin. He puts it here on GitHub, and I'm going to explain how to install this plugin or this add-on, and then how to use it, because it is very, very cool. Now, if you're familiar with GitHub, there's often this thing on the right-hand side here where you have the releases, and if you click on that, usually you get a zip archive that you can download. That is not how you install this add-on, and that really tripped me up, because I of course did that, and I have neglected to read that this is not the add-on. In fact, what we need to do is we need to go to the master branch, to this very link here. So whatever is in the description that I'm going to give you there, or what I've just posted in the chat, this link at the kind of is it at the top here, this green button. Sadly there's no usage instructions of how to install this in here, but if you go up here under code and then you just go and download the zip, that is what will do that. So we'll go do that. This says please save the file. So we need to download this whole thing. So in the release, I think he only has whatever's inside storage, and we need the whole thing, including these Python files. Otherwise, it's not going to install into Blender. When we're in here, we'll head over to Edit Preferences, and over here we go into Install, navigate to whatever we've downloaded there. This is this one here, Action Recorder Master. So this is the one I've downloaded today, just now, and this one was from yesterday. So I'm going to go and install this thing. Here it is, Action Recorder. So we go and enable that, and that is pretty much all we do. There's a check for updates thing here as well, in case there's a new version out, but that is, I think, all we need to do. I forgot if we need to restart Blender. It looks like we don't. And then we have, with the N panel here, we have this thing, which is called Action Recorder. And this is now our fully fledged macro recorder, and that's pretty cool. It's fairly kind of simple-ish if you think about it. There's a thing at the top which is the actual action that we can define. So we have to click plus and go and record our thing. Double click will give it a title, so I'll call it a test action. I might go and record several for my Synty project in a minute. At the left of that here, you can left click, and then this brings up a huge menu of icons. So you can just go and put any icon that you like on here, hit OK, and then your action has an icon. It's kind of cool. Then on the bottom here, these are the actual actions that would be running. So if I head over to record now, I will start putting things into here. So let me go and do that. Perhaps I will go and with my cube selected, I might go and say Shift D, and then I'll say GX and put that over there, and then maybe I'll maybe that's my action. Maybe maybe that's it. So it could be as complex as you like. You go and hit stop, and it will go and duplicate that object, and hopefully move it over. So if I go and run this now with my object selected, maybe I'll just go and delete that cube, select this cube, and then I'm going to go run this action with the big play button. It should do the same thing again, and it can be as complex and as simple as you want, but it'll certainly make my life a lot easier. Now, does this also take a shortcut action if I right click on it? Change shortcut. So yes, you can also then assign a shortcut to run a macro like that. So very, very cool. And it's something I found out yesterday. I thought I'd let you know about it because that's going to certainly increase my productivity with the Synty project. There we go. I'm on cure. Now I'm going to read all your questions. Hang on. Oh, you only asked one thing, sorry. One other thing, so installing the beta, do I need to install a matching Postgre for it? No, you don't. They share the same. So I have 3 versions of DAZ Studio. The release version here, this is the beta, and this is the publishing build that the PAs get. And they all share the same database, so you don't have to install Postgre in addition to that. That's fine. What you might need to do is, if you have several folders mapped in DAZ Studio, like up here, if you have in your content library here, like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently, you have to remap those. So they're basically acting as individual separate versions, so separate interface configurations, separate everything, but the content is shared. And if you use content from other directories, you have to go and map that here. But I'm sure you know about this. Mr. Rod, how's it going, buddy? How are you? I'm just about to do more work on my Synty project. We've done a lot of good work with the kids here. I think I might just go and start off with a bit of wrapping, and then we're going to do more. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's go and start with a brand new scene in Blender and go and start with the next 10 kids. I think I've done off stream yesterday, I've done something called Kids 2, and that's the next 10 characters. So to warm us up here, let me do the next 10 characters on stream, because that's quite nice here. So I'll go all the best to Joe if she's there. Oh, and 4.16 doesn't see your smart content? That's crazy. Are they both installed with Install Manager? Yeah, must be. Otherwise, yeah, no, if you can, I don't know then. So I install all my bits and pieces with the install manager, and that lets you basically run the release version and the beta in parallel, and they're kind of independent from another. So maybe it's just the latest version that's installed. That's what install manager maybe looks at. I don't know. Okay, where are we? 3D content, Synty assets, Polygon Kids. Here they are, and source characters. So the farmer, including the holiday and the hoodie. I think these are all the ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, let me have a look at that. Ha. Open recent kids. I think it was kind of kids or 2, I believe. If only I'd remember. Synty test blend files. Here they are, kids or 2. That's what I did yesterday, and we have everything until hoodie 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So those are all taken care of. That's kids or 2. Anything including the age. So I'll go and put those into kids. Done. Now we're going to go with jungle and do maybe all the way up to here, to the end of N. Let's do that. That should do the trick. And I will do that with added Blender efficiency. I suppose everything can go. And the first thing I'll do is use my new shortcut here, which is Control F. So that's how I'm going to go and import things from now on. Control F to import things from FBX. I totally like that. And that is, of course, here and there. And no, that's not it. That's Synty assets, kids, source files, kids, jungle kid. Here he is. Now this is where I'm going to go and record myself a macro so it can't do this whole action in completion for me, but what I can do is ask it to go and fix it with the bone that is selected. So let me go and call this one fix Synty character. Maybe just fix Synty is good. I might also pick a nice icon. Maybe it'll be this one here, little arrow. And so I'm assuming I have to select the bone. It won't be able to work that out for me, but now I can go and start recording this whole thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to pose, and then with pose I'm going to come over here to clear all, and then I'm going to go back to object mode. So this is my first action that I'm going to record. So I'll say stop, and it remembers this. So now the second one is going to be what happens when my next character arrives and how do I parent him to that. So I will go and hide the character so that just the master skeleton remains. And I'm going to go and say Control F, bring in my next guy, which is karate. Here he is. So with that bone selected, I'll go and play my action. And now I can go to work, which is really, really cool. I really like that. So now I'm going to go and what is it that I do next? Let me just go and practice that before I do anything else. I go and hide its skeleton. I select him, shift select him. Then I go and say Control P and I say armature with empty groups. Nope, that's not what I say. I say object keep transform. Perfect, that is what I do. That's pretty much it. And then I go and deselect him, reselect that, and then I go and delete that. So I don't know how much of this is going to be, this will record this here. Did you say untitled? Didn't I just call this fix Synty? Fix character. And that, I don't know, maybe let's go make it a wrench here. Perfect. Okay, so this then, Jungle Kid is done. Oh, come on. Jungle Kid. Can I do that? I can't do that. So from here, go Night. With this, Let's go play that back. I love it. I love it. And then the next thing, how am I going to do that? Attach skeleton, I'll call it. Let's see if there's anything like a skeleton. There's a ghost here. That's perfect. That's what we need. So, okay, with this guy, let's see if it remembers this. So if I go and start recording this, I'm going to go and hide its skeleton, select the character, select this, Control P, and keep transform. See how much it remembers. Then I'll go and hide this, bring this back, make this visible, well, select it, and delete it. I bet some of that isn't going to be remembered. Yeah, lots of errors. Okay, gotcha. I can imagine that's difficult for it. So let's not use that then. Let's make it slightly easier, because I think it has issues with the selection. Like usually macros do that. So, well, we got Knight, Magician next. Okay, select Bone and play you back. Alrighty, attach skeleton. I have a feeling. What could we do? We go and do this. Maybe I'll just do that. Is that an idea? Maybe I'll just do this manually. Because that's just... I can imagine that's difficult for a macro to figure out. So I might just go and leave this attached skeleton. I'll make that... I'll do that manually. Why do you need Poser 12 in addition to 11.3? Is it for kind of a backward compatibility? Don't they want to install side by side, Rod? Like it's been such a long time since I've used Blender, sorry, Poser, that I don't even remember how that worked. How any of it in Poser worked. All I do remember is that they removed the mummy. Okay, that they removed the Flash integration, which I can understand is, you know, necessary. So I think that's the big new thing in Poser 11.3. Other than that, it's exactly like the previous version. I think 12 actually has some additional functionality. This is seriously increased my productivity here. Mummy, then we have Nerd and Ninja. Ding, this is great, isn't it? Oh, and here things are starting to go wrong, like they do. Keep object transforms. Hide you, select you, and get rid of you. Oops, wrong skeleton to get rid of. This is probably the one we want to get rid of. There. No, that's also not the one. Why not? You're hidden. You're now selected. You have that. You're that. Oh, you're the kid with the right. See, this went wrong yesterday as well. I don't know why. Shift P and do that, and now we have something like that. This is all very, very weird. Oh yes, and one guy already just flaked out. Namely this guy here. Who are you? You are Jungle Kid. Okay, Jungle Kid's history. Yeah, so let's go and remove this skeleton then. And then we still have that skeleton. Perfect. And you be parented together. Whatever, fine. It's Jungle Kid again. Yep. Nearly forgot I had a handy macro here for that. Jungle Kid. It's often the guys who come in first, you know. Ding, there we go. So you, and you. Perfect. Then we do that. And this is empty. Perfect. So we can go and get rid of you. And you're there still. Perfect. So that's Jungle Kid. We've got Mummy. And now we need Nerd. Ah, the nerdy kid. Of course. He has to be there. Nerd. Ding. Perfect. Nerd, and the last one for the day, Ninja. Kid Ninja. Not your grown-up ninja. Which I love, by the way, Brian. He looked so cool. I really like the little grown-up ninja. Which pack was he from? I don't think I recall him. That. Control P. Make you invisible and make you visible. And that's Kids 3, I believe, in a nutshell. If they're all working. Okay, I'm gonna go and attach all of these to this skeleton now. So P, and I think with empty groups was what we needed to do. And now they're kind of all working the way we want them to work, I believe. In pose mode, let's go and quickly test that. RY, yes, okay, perfect. So that works. Let's go and put these guys in place then. Is it under tool, under item? Oh, I don't remember where that was. Was it animation? No, it wasn't. It was kind of, it was somewhere here, wasn't it? I only remember where it was down here. It's kind of on this little wrench icon here. Set this to angle, set this to 45. Here's the next guy, RY, kind of this way. Set this to axis angle and also put 45. Then we need the legs, RY, axis angle, that's 10. And then this is the next one, RY, axis angle, and 10. Boom, there we go. That is that. Samurai, yes, of course, the Samurai pack. Rod has a one program per computer policy, yes. Oh, darn. Microsoft Windows Explorer is on here. Gotta have the next one. Very funny. You won 12 in a swimsuit competition. Nice. You in a swimsuit? Okay, that's that. Let's go into object mode and save out Kids 3. Kids 03. Kids 03. And then I think the blending, whoops, that was a folder, wasn't it? That to me to do that. Can we delete that somehow? I just meant to put that in here, really. Kids 03. Blend file. All right. Let's save them out as OBJs. And that'll be OBJ characters, right? Is that where I put them? Yes, Kids 03, perfect. And we want selection only, OBJ objects and geometry. Wasn't there something else? Scale, yes. 100 times bigger. I think that was it. Was it keep vertex order? Perhaps. I don't exactly know. I might just go and do that. And polygroups, I don't think we have polygroups. It's okay. There. That's that. Now let's bring in the one I did yesterday, Kids 2. I'm sure save. That's fine. Shouldn't be anything to save, but there we go. That's already in its selected state, I believe. Export Kids 2. Indeed. No, but that's not here. That we need to go into here. Kids 2. Scale 100. Selection only. And geometry. I feel better doing it this way. Not that we need it. Cutting edge technology, madness. Absolutely. Good to see you. I was wondering, Rod. I thought I better ask. We'll leave this open as we go and open yesterday's project in wrap. Brian, here's another question for you. With this HD wrapping thing that I've embarked on, and wrap taking just such a long time to calculate all the vertices, I was wondering, I mean, it says node locked here. Have you tried to install this on a second computer? Does it run on a second computer, or does node lock mean it only ever runs on one computer? Just curious. I'm gonna go and open the Kids 1 project because that's basically what we need. And I'll go and just swap out the geometry. Still have Genesis in here, perfect. And I might go and redo the points. Start with Kids 2, frame range, and load as a single file, I think, right? I think that was adjust timeline to sequence. I think load as a single file. I think that's what we needed. I don't remember. Yep, that's them, I think. I will try later, Brian, and I will let you know. I mean, it's for the trial version for 30 days. It's gonna work no matter what. But beyond that, I know that Adobe have this policy that you can run their things on 2 computers at the same time. But then when you log on the 3rd computer and you try to authenticate, it says, hey, it's already active on 2 computers. Which one would you like to ditch? So that's how they do it. Marvelous Designer, I think. How do they do it? I think they do it on a 1 computer per network basis. So if you log on a second one, it'll say the license is already used, and when you then log out on the 1st computer, you can use it on the 2nd computer. I think that's how they work that. Deleted polygons sounds good. Point pairs, yes, it doesn't really work yet. So we'll go and reset those. I think I might have to go and reset all the points. Which ones did I use? Feet, crotch, shoulders, and head. Thankfully, this is symmetrical. I was working with a model earlier. She was not symmetrical because she was a 3D scan. So symmetry out of the window. But here we can use symmetry. X and X. How's it going today, Madness? Are you looking forward to 2022? Because I tell you, it's here in like a minute, which is a bit scary. Because, you know, 2021, hasn't it just begun? Time is just whizzing away like the snow in the sun. Ah, interesting feet here. I think I've used the sides last time. Oops. And then we'll go over here and a little bit over here. And then that's the feet done. Oh, crotch is going to be a problem. Oh, I never even thought about this. A decimate node. Decimate for which one? For this character here, for Genesis, or for this guy? How much more can we decimate him? Yeah, I think I wasn't quite looking at that. Maybe I need to No, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. We'll see what happens after the wrapping. I think the shoulders, were the shoulders an issue last time? There's also the ears, which are, you know, interesting. Front and maybe kind of shoulder blade height. Like the kids yesterday, they were very defined. This guy isn't really all that defined. I might just go and see what happens if we wrap him like this. Yeah, almost, almost. Feet are looking good. Actually, crotch is looking okay as well. I think I might just go put a couple of points on the inside here. I think that'll work. That'll help. Oh, for the HD. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see. Well, I kind of wanted to do the HD to retain the HD detail. So I thought, you know, that was kind of my idea, to retain the HD detail of the scan and then import it as a HD morph into DAZ Studio, like the special, you know, HD Morph Loader Pro type thing. Hola muchacho, how you doing? ¿Cómo está? Or is it ¿Cómo estás? I never know the difference. I'll check out the decimate note though. That's a good point. Maybe I can do something that makes things a little bit faster. So ears, I'm thinking just the outer points here maybe of the ears, and then just a couple on the head, and that should sort us out. Where am I? Down here. So outer point of the ear, has that happened on both sides? You see, now it hasn't. So sometimes the geometry doesn't work. Oh, there it has. Can just about see it here. Okay, so outer, and then just one kind of on the top of the head, so that we're okay here. So here, and then let's just say it's kind of here, here maybe. Yeah, it'll work it out. Oh, crotch, I forgot the crotch. Forgot the crotch. Let's do the crotch. Because this is just an overhang, so I think maybe just 2 points might actually be enough. He does have a crotch. Yeah, maybe just like this, and then like that. Potentially. Let's see if that works. Yes, yes, yes. We can work with that. We can totally work with that. Fingers, ears, head. I think that's worthy of a save before anything happens, untoward or otherwise. Wrap projects, kids 02. All right. Oh, won't the lattice node bring that back? Oh, Brian, see, this is why you're the one with the brains, you know? I'm just the button pusher. That's a great idea. So you use the decimation node to get the shape approximated, and then you restore the HD detail with... No, because the lattice node doesn't... The lattice node never looks at the original HD geometry from the scan. The lattice node only looks at the floating geometry, never at the HD details of the static geometry. I'm just thinking. As the music has stopped and there's silence and everyone's thinking with us. That was it. This was only 10 tracks. That's not a lot. No, let's add some more to this playlist here. As long as it doesn't have any... vocals in it, because that just ruins it for me. I'm the vocals, man. I'm the vocals. There. Let's go start from here, and then we'll... This should play the whole thing, I think. Jeremy, you spotted an interesting utility on Unity. It creates a plugin for Unreal, so UE assets can be converted directly for use in Unity. Ooh, maybe handy for those tricky assets that need to go in via the Unity Collada export and then into DAZ. Oh my God. So anything I have technically for Unreal Engine that I want to convert and bring into DAZ Studio, like sane people do it the other way around, but I might want to do it this way around. You're absolutely right. Okay, that is a cool idea. Drop me a link in Discord. That'd be really good to have that. And in the chat here too, if anyone else wants to have a look at that. Oh, I can do that? I didn't know that. So under wrap, I can say subdivisions. Oh, Brian, that's, you're the man. You really have looked into this program. I like it. So this is the amount of subdivisions it does. So if I set this to just one, it'll just do one pass, and then it'll be faster. ICP iterations, I suppose I could turn this down as well. Sampling total. Oh, gotcha. Okay. What does auto compute do? Do you know that? I'm scared to try it. I wonder if it's something that when I tweak points, it would go and immediately recalculate it the moment it discovers new points or something like that. That wouldn't work with the HD geometry. Maybe the city park. Great idea, Jeremy. That's a good idea. Oh, I never even looked at this. There's advanced options here. Let's look at that. Advanced options. Smoothness. Initial, final, control points, weight issue. Oh my God. It is node-based. Runs after every change. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, really, Rod? How exciting. It's a good mug. I've decided to use my own mug today. Usually these days I often use Chris's mug as he uses my mug. Ha, that's cool. Okay, this is Synty Kids number 3. And while we're in a wrapping mood, let's just go and make Synty Kids... sorry, this is 2. Let's make Synty Kids 3 a reality as well. So save. And go and load my other Synty Kids 3 in here. Kids 3. Here they are. Oh, I haven't saved the other ones out. Oh, that's just terrible. Crazy. Okay, let's go. Don't do that. Let's go bring this back because, compute. Thank you for the look at the feet here. That's awesome. Really? That's 2? I mean, it must be. I'm a little bit confused here. What did I just do? I'm totally confused. I think I may have to start again. No, there we go. That's kind of what we want, isn't it? Yeah, this is what we what we had expected. So on the select point pairs, or was it here? Yes, that perfect. Yeah, okay, we've got the right one. It just looks so different, wrapped and unwrapped. That's wrapped, and then we have the lattice node looks then like that, because that goes and restores all the bits and pieces, the scary stuff. Man, whew. Okay, save it under wrap exports kids 02. It just goes to show, eventually your brain just explodes. Compute current frame. Gotcha. That's kids 2 done. Save. Now let's make this, let's turn this into kids 3. So I'll go and save this as kids 3. Wrap exports, good stuff. And now we're going to go and load the kids 3 in. And now we need to do all these things again. Select point pairs. Oh. Yeah, that's different, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fine. Clear it all. I suppose they all have different geometries. Especially now that we've given it essentially so many geometries on top of one another. And then we had the feet. This is actually super relaxing. I really like wrap. It's a very cool program. Oh, he's got kind of spikes on the bottom. Let's see, these are the sides then here. And I found it so frightening when I first saw all these nodes. I thought, my goodness, that's just, I'm never going to get the hang of that. And it is just so intuitive. It's crazy. Whereas other programs are designed to be intuitive and I don't understand them at all. ZBrush. Shoulders, did we say? Maybe front and back, and then the ears. Like here and there. Here and there, and then ears and top of head. Maybe I'll just need one point here and then one literally here. See how that goes. One here and then one kind of here. Let's see. Wrap it, baby. Oh, crotch again. Yes, totally forgot the crotch. Feet magic. Head. Not bad. ZBrush is the antithesis of intuitive, yes, sadly, yes, but it's meant to be. I think that's why they made it that way. I think they must have had a conscious decision to say, hey, we're not going to do this like other programs because it's a difficult subject matter and it's all for artists and all. Excellent, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Me too, Brian. This is game-changing stuff, this. And it is just the possibility. I mean, there's really this. I remember trying soft wrap and having a similar excitement for soft wrap or for Blender, an add-on for I think $40 or so. So it's like a tenth of the price of this. And the guy said, I've discovered this while working on something completely different, and it does something a little bit like this program here, but maybe I'll put just 2 is probably enough, isn't it? Like we did before. If we do this here, and then maybe that 26, 27, maybe that'll work. And I thought it was so it's whoops, one too many, there we go. So I thought it was really cool soft wrap, but it just didn't deal with mouth bags, and there's a lot of manual pulling involved in order to wrap one geometry around the other. So it is technically also a good product, but it is just in regards to features and elegance, it has literally nothing on this. So it is actually, it's $400 or $370 for the indie license. Does sound like a lot, but I have to say this is actually extremely cool, and it's probably worth the price. I mean, this is the price of a perpetual Marvelous Designer license, you know, or when it was still available that way. Lattice, how you doing? You're looking handsome. It's okay, buddy. We're gonna bring you back to your former glory. Don't you worry about it. Kids 03 and compute. Yes, elegance, efficiency, and it just does something that no one else can do. It's quite impressive. No worries. Thank you for dropping by. I'll be here for at least another hour. Join us again. Perhaps later. Yes, do you know, absolutely, I'm on cue. And I feel like the longer I use ZBrush, the more I'm kind of getting into it. Certain things just grow on you, but then there are other things where you think that's just ludicrous. That's how is anyone going to remember this? Like, you know, importing 2 OBJs. That's not something. That's really not something that the program's meant to do. I mean, it can do that, but it's a very relatively simple task for a 3D application, and it's a major brain rewire is required to make that happen in ZBrush. But then what it can do, it could do 10 years ago, and I suppose now applications have started catching up to its features, but back in the day it was like totally cutting edge. And yes, it was cumbersome to use, but the stuff it could do then that no other 3D program could do, they have that going. But also innovation's kind of slowed down a little bit over the years, which is maybe why Maxon bought it. That could be. So yeah, ZBrush now owned and powered by Maxon, makers of Cinema 4D. Okay, Kid, you're not what we need currently. Sorry, Kid. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's not the OBJ characters. We need the wrap exports here. Kids 2. The Nightmare version. Yes, indeed. Perfect. I suppose we can give you materials in a moment. I'll use the Michael 8 skeleton again. Hindsight, I should have really used the Michael 8.1 skeleton because it gets me access to so many more poses. But let's just keep it all 8. Or should I use 8.1? I can't, I don't know. Might be kind of cool to have an 8.1 version. The shape is the same, but the skeletons' names are a little bit different. And then, of course, the compatibility base. What do you think? Good question. I don't really know. And we're all fearing that perhaps our perpetual license might go away. If I do it 8.1 from now, that means there's an inconsistency in the whole thing. Whereas if I just stick with 8, then everything's 8. That might just be better for consistency. Let's do that. Let me go with 8. Actually, 8. Yeah, let's do 8. I don't want to have any extra surprises with 8.1, so we'll leave 8. Genesis 8, Kids 2. No and no. There we go. Make you invisible. And you now... You're not posable. Because we've selected the wrong thing. Posable. And that, yeah, we don't worry about it. It works. That's all we need to know. And now let's go deal with the materials last. So, Object Morph Loader Pro. Now we restore the original morph, which is Kids 2. Successful. Kids 2. All right. Set this to 0. Put this into edit mode. Bone editor. Rigging to shape. ERC freeze. Edit mode gone. Materials. In fact, actually, I'm going to go and grab a material. Do I still have the shaders? I don't think I have. Got the shop's materials. I don't have the kids materials just yet, so I'll go and grab maybe just, you know, any of those guys here. Ballerina, grab her material out here. Copy, then remove ballerina, and then on you we're just going to go and paste that in, and that is now all the kids. And yes, that looks still scary. Now our job is to take care of that. So all the kids are going to end up in here, but I think I might just go and make myself just a subfolder in here that we can keep it a bit more compartmentalized. So kids 02. I'll call this all kids 02, just so that I can easily come back to this. All right, and now the deleting starts again and the splitting out. Kind of a favorite part. So first character I'm going to leave in place and everyone else gets deleted. All right. Ding. Whoops. Sorry. Alt D. There. And that is... Who are you then, sir? You could be... Oh, I've closed Blender down. I don't think I need this anymore, so I can close this down. It's Kids 3. Yes, let's save that. This was kind of nice to see in Blender who these guys are. I think he's the farmer. Yes, I'm hoping that they're just going to leave ZBrush alone and maybe integrate it. I mean, not so much integrate for us, but maybe do bridges or whatever. But I think ZBrush has such a strong following that I fear if they were to do anything untoward with, you know, rebranding or redoing menus and all that, I think that would have serious repercussions. So I think if they're clever, they're going to leave it as it is. Farmer, right? Farmer. Farmer. This is kids. Copy this as well. And then, how do we have the camera? It's kind of in a medium shot like this. There, just so that we know who this guy is. Create a little camera for him. turn it invisible. And that's just for the thumbnail here. So Kids02, you are now officially Farmer Guy. Kids02, Farmer. And this here is the Synty Kids pack. Make sure I don't misspell that. And got the wrong thing selected. Gotcha. Uncool. Gotta obviously call him Farmer. Well, or this way, Farmer. Check. Did I got that? Yes. Synty Kids pack. Perfect. One down. Many more to go. Thank you, Farmer Dude. Appreciate that. Next one on the list. Number 2. Aha, you are Kit Fat. Ah, oh, that is like, you know, that's wageist. Pamela, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to day 2 of We're Playing with the Synty Kids. We just discovered the Fat Kid. What are we calling him? Just Fat. Fat 01 and Fat 0. That's just not on, is it? Fat 01. Or just Fat 1 maybe. Poor guy. I don't even need to copy that. I'm just going to go leave it like it is. And this is then Kids. Check. And we go like that. Fat 1. Kids pack. And that's Fat Kid number 1. Sorry, buddy. Next one, I believe, is going to be Fat Kid number 2. You are also going to go Alt D. And this Fat Kid number 2. Fat 2. What a shame. And this is going to be just Kids. And this is going to be Fat 2. And then this is going to be that. Righty. Gonski. Fantastic. Head Ping, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. We were just talking about what's going to happen to ZBrush now that Maxon have bought them. Is it going to remain independent? Will our licenses still be, allowed going forward? Will we have to switch to a monthly subscription? Hopefully we won't. But currently we don't know. Maybe the guys at Maxon don't know either. If they're clever, I think they're going to leave everything as it is. All right, so 1, 2, 3 are down the list. The 4th one is going to remain. And it will be this guy, football guy with the number 55. What are you called? You're the fat footballer, in fact. Okay, good. Let's do that. Footballer. Copy that. Paste Kids in here. And in fact, also tidy up clipboard a little bit. Kids is good. Farmer we don't need. Oh, what's all this? We probably don't need that. Wow, we may have to go into clear all here. Footballer. Synty Kids pack. There we go. That's the footballer. Maxon are crooks. I know they're not afraid to charge a pretty penny for software. Like, I don't know, what are they charging for Cinema 4D? Like 60 grand a minute or something? Something basically unaffordable. So I always think in money in regards to numbers that I can can comprehend, but there comes kind of fairly quickly in me this threshold where I'm thinking, well, beyond that, it doesn't actually matter how much you charge, because for me, that's just, it basically an indefinite amount of money, So if software is $300 a month, it doesn't actually matter if it's 300 or 600 or 1,000 a month. It's beyond the threshold that I feel is something I could never make that money back. I mean, I don't know what kind of monthly salary or project work I'm looking at in order for that to be a good investment that makes my money back. I don't really know. So I'm thinking bizarre. I always admire the people who do work with Cinema 4D because I believe it's a good program. 5th character remains, I think. Best check. 5th character, indeed. But I've never tried it out, I must say. So I know some people on my Discord server work with it. Geisha. It's a complicated word. I best copy it. And this is kids. And then we go and paste you out here. So I just hope this isn't going to happen to ZBrush, like a severe price increase, I hope. No worries, no worries. You're more than welcome to lurk, Pamela. That's totally cool. Oh, I see. So this is how it happened. The Cinema 4D it's a name for me, but I never really looked into it. I only know it as being in the ownership of Maxon. So you guys still have licenses from back in the day, and it still works, does it? That is kind of cool. Okay, but it was no subscription. You could do a perpetual thing and then just keep using it. Gotcha. That is what I prefer. I don't mind a program costing $1,000 if you get to keep it for, forever, basically. Like the versions of Photoshop. I used to frequently just skip several versions until I felt, well, now the new features are there that I want to buy into a new version, but I don't need them ongoingly. There comes a point where you think, well, now 4 versions from now you actually have good features and I'd like to purchase them now. Like I'm at this point with Marvelous Designer now that I have Marvelous Designer 10 and 11 just came out, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's cool. I might get 12 if the features are something that I'm thinking is worth doing. I didn't see that many improvements from 10 to 11, so I'm skipping 11, which is kind of cool. I think 12 I will get because it's the last perpetual I can upgrade to, and then I'll just get to keep that. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm a big fan of those types of deals. Like many, I'm not too keen on the whole subscription scene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th character we're leaving, I believe. Are we? The 6th character we're leaving. Alt D. Who is it to be? The ghost! He looks so cute. That is the ghost. I think he's my favorite already. So cute, little ghost. Indeed, they're a German company. Yes, indeed. Yes, like 10 to 15 bucks exactly. When they get into this realm of 50 and more a month, you think, really? And I can understand it that if it's software that you use every day as a professional and your salary depends on it, sure, it's an investment. You can't not have that. But for all of us hobbyists, very different ballgame. 7th character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th remains. Alt D. What are you doing with DAZ Studio today, Pamela? Just out of curiosity. You are the Goblin. Okay. Goblin, actually Goblin 1 and 2. So we have Goblin, 2 versions of the Goblin. Goblin... the Beard Goblin. Goblin, this is going to be kids here. And we no longer need the geisha. Goblin 1, okay. Can't wait for Goblin 2. Sixth, 7th character goes, 8th remains. Hopefully it'll be the other Goblin. Yeah, looks surprisingly different. He's got like a chest plate thing going. Yes, it's like Goblin male and Goblin female almost, isn't it? Good stuff. Goblin with a skirt. And also, just wanted to make absolutely sure, do we have the camera here? Yes, we do. Did the crotch work out here? Yes, look at that. It worked out. So this is really nice. These I thought were actually holes, but I think they are drawn on like dirt pieces. So it's probably kind of zombie type skin. So it's all good. And he's got that little thing in his ear. That's just so cool. Well done. Goblin 2. And then this is kids as well. And we'll go and call you Goblin number 2 in the Synty Kids pack. All right. Dolls and dolls and dolls for NFTs. Oh, how exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I didn't know that about the German C4D books. That's exciting. Reminds me of, do you remember the old Data Becker books? Ah, they were just one of a kind. I think they had a similar approach there. They were so good, and there's so many of them that they were well sought after. I think they made even English versions of them. Very cool. We're all messing around with DAZ Studio. This is really nice. I love it. It's like the open office again. I like it. We're all working in this open office. Wow, Pamela, this is going to be exciting. Did you buy one on the public mint on the NFP project? Just checking out. We did that yesterday late at night when the gas was fairly low, because there's this promotion on that when you buy one on the public mint, you get another one for free. And I thought, yes, of course we're going to do that. This is great. So currently we have, I think, 5, which is crazy. I won one, I think. Then we had 3 in the whitelist, and the one, and one we bought. I think that's how it worked. Very cool. Super excited where this project goes. 6, 7, 8. So now it's the 9th character here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9th character is with us, and ding. Oh, he looks like an elf. Maybe you're an elf. Holiday elf. Oh, he could have been Santa's little helper. This is going to be great. I already know what I'm going to do for next year. The holiday elf. Too cool. Holiday elf. Oops. Okay, no. Okay, don't do that. Cortana, I've switched you off for a reason. Goblin goes, kids goes in there. Holiday elf, that is, whoops. That is just so cool. Holiday elf. All right. So 8, 9, the 10th character now. And then we're nearly done with the first pack, so that didn't take us all that long. I think once you've done it a few times... I've already forgotten. My memory is short. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10th character that needs to remain. So we have 11 in here. That's interesting. Oh no, we have a 0th character. Okay, there. So it's... That was 1, 2, 3, 4... Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the 11th remains here. Perfect. And you are a cool looking guy with a jacket and all. Katana, what is it with you? I don't want to use you, like, ever. Please understand. Also, why do you not, can we not close you and you're, like, closed for good? I didn't mean for you to lurk around here anywhere. Just making absolutely sure Cortana isn't working here. I don't know why. Is she still around? I don't know why that is. Can't switch her off. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's. Tell you what. Just think of it as smart content is kind of magical. And it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. That's not the answer you want to hear, is it? So we have a guy in a hoodie. This is actually hoodie 2. Then we have hoodie 1. And then we have another guy in a hoodie. So it looks like this guy's hoodie 2. That is interesting. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen. Right. I see. I mean, this usually doesn't come up. This window, I've only just pressed something mischievous. Like, this usually doesn't come up, so now I can't close it. But is it a task manager thing that we need to look into here? Anything Cortana relay? Yes, Cortana. Hello. Runtime broker, and this is suspended. Yeah, you should basically be there. Whew. There! Nice! Cortana Gonski. Man. Normal programming will continue now. Hoodie 2. That's not that. This is that. And then we do this, and we have hoodie 2, and that's in here. There, hoodie 2. Okay, that's you. So it looks like maybe I've done this with I've skipped a character then, namely hoodie 1. See if we can find hoodie 1. So you're definitely hoodie 1, and then you are hoodie 3. Gotcha. So let's do hoodie 1 first. There we go. You're hoodie 1. And then this is kids. That's that, and then we have only one guy left, and then we're done with this group of kids here. And we can do the next group of kids. And maybe some hair. Do you know, now I'm thinking about it, isn't there a way to basically select everything from here? There is, isn't there? Geometry selection, select all, and clear selection. This is actually a much better way to do it. See, I'm getting faster at this all the time. So really what I need to do is then set myself up a new shortcut for select everything. So Control G or something, or Control A, something like that. Because I could do this and then just go and unselect U and then Alt D U, and then this is hoodie 3. Ah, we're rocking this. We're rocking this. That is also a really good tip. Yes, absolutely. Do you know the other one that is often forgotten is, especially when new versions of DAZ Studio come out, is this thing here: Window, Workspace, Update and Merge Menus. That's an important one to do when you have a new version, because that brings back magic menus that may have, you know, gone lost or forgotten. If you have a fresh installation, it's not a problem, but when you update an existing installation of DAZ Studio, they sometimes smuggle new things in, and by doing Update and Merge Menus, you will bring things back. So very, very good point. Content DB maintenance, that is a good one. That's under here. So smart content and then hamburger icon, and then there it is, content DB maintenance, and then there's all kinds of options that you can try. So re-import metadata and process metadata queue. Those are the things. Then export user data, you probably don't need that. Reset, I don't think you want to do that. Only when it's, you know, when it's severe issues. But process and re-import, those are the things that sometimes clear issues with the smart content. Very good point, Pamela. Very good point. Brian, that's so that's cruel. That is what they would do, though, wouldn't it? Hoodie 3. Kids. Hoodie 3. Okay, more kids. Whew. That was the last of the kids too. I like it. All of these guys. Just out of curiosity, let's just test a few. Here's Ghost Guy. Very cute. And then, of course, the reason why we're doing all this is so that we can go and use any of these poses. Well, sitting down isn't going to look great, but nothing's going to look great on him, really. Except for these kind of awkward poses here. Yeah, that's not going to work on him, but some of them might. Bad example. How about you, footballer guy? Very good. Yes, that works. All right, very nice. And we have power pose action going as well. Hands are working too. This is that hand here, I think. Moves fingers. Yeah, that's not hooked up. This one is kind of working. Goody! If one guy works, then they all work. Alright, so Kids 3 next. And for that we're making another subfolder here, and we'll call it Kids 03. And just like before, Genesis 8 is still in here, so that's all good. We can just go and import Kids number 3 wrap exports. Ah, okay. You can probably use export the save the user interface, and maybe you can just bring over that file and then load it in your new version. That is possible. Don't quote me on it though. I don't exactly know. Oh, I forgot to save a what's it called again? Material. transfer utility from Genesis to Kids. Don't fit, don't parent, and run. And it works. Okay, good. So, edit object, Morph Loader Pro. Original Kids 3 character coming up. Morph loaded successfully. Kids 3. Oops. Did I actually put a number in here? No, I didn't, did I? There. 0. Edit mode. Adjust rigging to shape. ERC freeze. That's a bad bone. That's a good bone. Good stuff. Okay, materials. Borrowed from our previous characters here. Courtesy of Kids 2 maybe, for the footballer. You'll be the donor character, my friend. Copy that. Paste your, there we go, nice. Good outfit. Good character combo. Hey, Mr. Chris, how's my favorite cool cat doing tonight? Wonderful to see you. Yes, like a white ninja turtle. Yes, absolutely. Poor Rod. Organization is difficult. Hey, but I'm learning one trick after the other. This is really cool. So I'm gonna go and set myself up a shortcut to clear everything, so I don't have to manually select 20 characters. I can just deselect everything, select the one I want to keep, remove all the others. That's the way to go. Get more efficient by the moment here. That's very good, very good. Let's call this one All Kids 03. And we just want to keep the kids. So let's do that. Don't know which shortcut might be free, but it's under Windows Workspace Customize. And then in here somewhere, it's probably in the geometry selection. Ready? Select all. That's the one we want. So I'm thinking maybe Control A. I don't know if that's something we can do. Control A. Control A is already being used for Script IDE Select All action. Would you like to sign this? Yeah, because I'm not going to use this Script IDE for anything. I wouldn't say ever, but currently I don't even know how it works. So perfect. Okay, then let's do that. So now we basically got the geometry editor. Control A will do that. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. So unselect the first character, Alt D, and do that. Ha! Karate guy. Oh. Very good. And therefore you get on so well. Awesome. I'm now thinking maybe should it be Alt D is the drop figure to the floor, isn't it? Kind of Alt A would delete things, and then what does Alt D do? Requires an object in the scene with geometry hidden to be selected. Now I'm going to be okay with Control A. I can kind of remember that. Okay, good. Let's do that. So kids, ding. And you are, I think, this is a new guy here. Chris, I've installed this little thing called the Action Recorder in Blender. Did you know about it? This is a seriously good thing. You can basically record macros with it, and it works rather well. It works basically like in Photoshop, like recording in action. If you do like 50 things over and over, and there's a video on the guy's site that shows you how to improve your modeling life. So if you keep selecting ring loop and then whatever, split geometry here and add other things here, it's like all the tedious things that really hold you back, then you can use that. I'll drop the link in the chat. I'll post it on, it's on my Discord actually as well, but I'll post it into yours as well because it's just so cool. It's this one here. It's called Inamura Jin Action Recorder, and there's a kind of a special way to install it, but I'll make a highlight out of this. There we go. It's good thing. Good thing to use. Whoops, sorry, Blender. And it works with Blender 3.0, so neatness. Okay, we have... Is this really Jungle Kid? No, clearly not, because we're seeing Karate Guy with the belt and everything. Yeah, he's definitely Karate Guy. And he's just karate. Okay. Karate. There. And we'll go and save you out. This is now going to be in Kids 03. Delete that, delete hoodie, and then we're good here. That's this. That does this. That's another guy down the list. Oh, actually, the only thing that we've forgotten is to frame him up nicely. So let's go save him again here. Karate. And that's all the same. Perfect. Here we go. Chris, are you streaming tonight, i.e. in 10 minutes? Because if that's the case, I'm happy to vacate the airwaves. If you're not, I'm happy to hang around for another half hour or so. Let me know. So was it Control A? Yes, look at that. And then we go and unselect the second character, Alt D, and boom. Oh, nice. He's the guy with the Welsh lion on his shirt now. That looks like a knight type guy. LGR Jazz, let's do that. Who might you be? You're not Jungle Kid, you're probably Knight. Yeah, Knight, okay. Let's do Knight. Of the Round Table. You're not streaming tonight, okay, cool. I'll stay on for a bit longer. We don't need karate anymore, just kids here. Yeah, I'd like to have a look at the hair pieces. That might be nice. We've done so many hair pieces yesterday, so it'd be good to keep that momentum going. There's so many attachments. There's definitely Mummy in here somewhere. So Control A, and then the third guy comes out, Alt D. It's not possible to delete all the facets. Yeah, but I'm not, am I? I'm just, there we go. Ooh, tuxedo guy. Who are you, the waiter? Magician, no, you're the magician. That's right, with the little bow tie here. Okay, good, magician. I like it. It's really nice that we're all playing with DAZ Studio. That's very nice. Chris, what are you up to tonight? We've all just, gone through the rounds, and Rod's doing a bit of Poser, and Pamela and Amanq, they're all doing a bit of DAZ Studio. Brian's been binge editing videos today, which is cool. What are you up to tonight? Are you joining us with a bit of DAZ Studio magic? Magician. Copy. Check. Control F. Windows V. Delete the knight. Put magician in. Windows V here. Synty Kids pack. Boom. All right. And cool cats also need a night off, Rod. I totally agree with that. Fourth character coming on. Control A. Fourth character is this guy. Unselect. Alt D. Man, this is just so much more efficient than before. Who might you be? Maid. Yes, you could be. You're probably the maid. Probably. Yeah, there we go. Maid. The kid maid. Child labor laws and all that. Maid. Do you know, Chris, I also wanted to have a look at the new pumps you've made. They look very nice. I think they're probably something I can easier texture in Substance Painter than the wedge sandals. Not because they're difficult, but because I think what I want to do is difficult with them. So they're still in the back of my mind, but there's things missing in what I know about the Substance Painter. So I think I might go and have a go at your pumps. If you have them, if you fixed what you wanted to fix, do let me know and I'll have a crack at that. Synty Kids pack. Here we go. Made. Fifth character coming up. And this is just so cool. Control A. Unselect fifth character. Alt D. And we have the mummy. Oh, okay. That does sound involved. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this. This is really nice, especially when you know more about the object. You know, if you get something like this, you don't really know how it's made. You try your best to work with it, and it's, you know, that has value, and you just go and plow on with what you want to do. But I enjoy when I've seen you do something, how that came together, and then how I can go and take that and work with it and do something else with it. It's a different relationship that you have with the 3D objects, if that makes sense, because it's just so, yeah, kind of it's nice. You just know the history behind the object. Mummy. I'll go and see if I can clip up those streams also, Chris, that then, you know, that they remain safe on the Twitch. Mummy. Mummy, and yeah, so we're all doing 3D stuff. That's cool. Brian, what are you up to? We haven't spoken about what you're doing tonight. You're not cleaning your apartment, which is good. I like that. Sixth character. Oh, this is great. And then it says number 6 as well here. That's just so cool. Ding. You are smart. Oh, you're the nerd. Yes, nerdy kid. Okay, good. I like it. Nerd. Oops. Kids and nerd. Nerdy kid, all right. Oh, it doesn't do that? The viewport, it does, it should let you do that. Just left click and drag it out. And then just, oh yeah, what you have to do, this is an interesting one. So you have to hover over this thing so that this little X, this little kind of plus icon comes up. And when you left click and drag that, it'll go over to the other monitor. Yeah, but if you just click the tab, then it's not going to work. So the tab is going to just move inside DAZ Studio. But if you click this top bar here, that will go over on another monitor. The tricks, huh? It does definitely work. Oh, okay. Ooh, that we still have not used. I love that you're going through the nodes. I mean, they have so much cool stuff in there. Do you think in the next version they're gonna bring in UDIMs? That'd be kind of cool. UDIM support. Let me know what you find. I'm excited to hear that. Wrap is such a cool program. Like, so cool. 5, 6, the 7th character. Ka-cling. And then we go, the 7th character is this. Then we do that. Oh, I love the shortcut key thing. Nerd. Do we have 2 nerds? Oh, I accidentally brought in the nerd twice. This is now Jungle Kid. Jungle Kid. I love it. There's some notes that we still haven't used. I like it. Jungle Kid made can go. Jungle Kid can go in here. I'd like to take a crack at the expressions that we can make with that, as well as poses. So sometimes it's desirable to have a character posable, like rigged, as we have these kids here, or like, you know, all the other things, and you apply a stock pose and that's cool. But sometimes you also get a character pose that, or like, let's say a 3D scan of a character in a pose, and you want to grab that pose and transform another character around that pose. So basically to extract the pose from a 3D scan, that is also possible. And then just pose something that isn't rigged, you know, that way. That's also magical. This is extremely interesting because you can do realistic expressions with that. So you'd basically have expression morphs on your own characters. And there's some way to do this, but I haven't looked into that yet. That would be another exciting thing to explore. Blend shapes, that's the one, exactly, the blend shapes, that's what I was thinking. Well, who's left then? I think there's at least one guy left, namely the last one here. Alt D. And you are, who are you? You're also kind of the ninja guy. He's over the petals here. Kid Ninja, is that you? Yes, that's the kid ninja. I think that's him. So then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I've brought the other guy in twice. Let's see, so you're just ninja now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, so that's probably ninja, and he's dressed in blue, like the ninja. I like it. And I forgot to switch this over to the camera here. Just oversave that, and we're all good. All right, that's the kids done. Yes, multi-texture support would be good, so that, yeah, that would be really nice. On import as well as UDIMs on export, that'd be really good if we could do that. UDIMs on export isn't actually that big a deal, but multiple textures on import, that'd be really good. And yeah. I'm just thinking out loud, can you imagine, but that's not how it works, is it? An image node can only go into a geometry node, because I'm thinking, imagine you put you take the geometry and split out the face, and then you put an image texture just into the face. That would be a solution. Basically, like that geometry selection could have its own image input. That would be a way to do this. Yeah, don't use full screen. I think AmonQ, that's where you're going wrong. Don't use the full screen option. You got to do, so in the beta, oh, do you mean the beta feature? You drop this off and then you use this thing in the beta, right click and then say full screen, and then it jumped back to the other thing. If you do that, I think the menu bar is still active, so you can still try, once it's full screen on your main monitor, you can then just go and drag it over as it's full screen. See if that works. Just you know, another thought. Crazy. Okay, that's the kids. Let's see what we did with hair here. We had 9 hairs yesterday, and those are all the female hairs. Do we have a hair camera here? Yes, kids hair demo, that's perfect. Let's go bring this in. Not making changes here, that's cool. Bring her in just because she has that camera, perfect. And she's got the ballerina thing, goody. So, more hair. Hair bowl. I think I might go and put these guys into kids done. So we've still got a lot of kids to go. Plate skirt, pirate and all that. I might also do materials today. These are the eyebrows, and then the hair, I think that's in here, isn't it? Hair. And then we have hair done. Perfect. So the bowl hair. What have we got? We've got bowl hair 1, but we also have bowl hair number 2. And then we have bun. So let's go, bowl number 1 is done. Bowl number 2 is the next one on our list. Let's go do some materials actually. I think I like the idea of having a subfolder that's kids materials. And no offense, sweetie, but this bowl hair is really terrible, so we're gonna go and change that out. I'm just saying. Delete the bowl hair and use something else. Maybe this here. That's nice. That's neat. So the materials, they're just these textures here. So the first one, I'm going to go and turn that into... do I need a preset for this? Should I do that? No, I'm going to go and use this plus sign here. Kids Mat 1A, I'll call this. From the ballerina. And it's kids, and there we go. Mat 1A. Or maybe I'll zoom in a bit more for the camera here. Yeah, let's do that. There are only 12 of them, so that should be fairly fast. Kids, perfect. Okay, surfaces tab, new base color. Kids 1B, so same dress, different skin color. And 1C, different skin color. 1C, here we go. Okay, 2A next. Different outfit, I love it. So that's now 2A. That's 2B. Oh, I see. Oh, you're putting DAZ Studio through the ringers. Edge cases, I say edge cases. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's going to be improved in DAZ Studio 5. This whole, the way the framework handles how the screen is drawn and all that. I mean, you know, over 10 years old. This, well, actually was end of life over 10 years ago, the current Qt 4. So it's kind of a miracle that it still works. But many other applications use it as well, including ZBrush. I think they're still using Qt 4. They might use Qt 5, don't know. But judging by some of the file dialogues, you know. "3A. A yellow outfit, look at that. Very nice. "3A. 3B. Dang, that is a problem. Oops, that should be 3C, I think. 3C, there we go, yellow outfit, gotcha. So what are you going to do? Oh, blue outfit, okay, 4A. And these outfits will also work for the hair, I think. So that's going to be interesting to see what other hair colors we have here. 4A. And then we have 4B. And then we have the final one, which is 4C. There we go. Right, yes, that's probably the way to go. The 55-inch, that sounds like the telly in the living room type thing. And then you can see it right, and the 55 is odd because it's, yeah, it's that makes sense. No way, no worries. It's, you know, it's sometimes it's when you voice these things, when you kind of think these things out loud, that's the way to go, isn't it? My pleasure. Let's go select the afro hair, and I think that has the same surface name. Right, it's all called Kids indeed. I made sure of that. So then we can go, this is A, this is B, this is B, oh, there we go. Different shades. Great. Blue isn't one of them, that's just when Filament reloads things. But there we go, it works on all of these guys. And then of course, it also works on people other than the ballerina. Like the ghost. I'm kind of interested to see what the ghost looks like with different materials. Oh yeah, some are off color, off kind of cream color. Yeah, there we go. Lots of variation there already. This is for the office people. Kids, maybe the footballer. Yeah, different jersey. Different hair color, different number. All right, look at that. Perfect. Different armband. This is really neat. I'm having fun. This is really nice. How about the magician guy? Looking smart, my man. Very good. And then of course he comes with hair as well. I think kids hair. I should rename this folder here. It should just be kids hair. So you could have that. Perfect. Look at that bandana as well. Very neat. And then we have eyebrows, male eyes as well. Whoop, did that not work? Give you female eyes? Does that work? No. Oh. Oh, maybe the eyes are kind of inside here. Is that possible? No, the eyes aren't on here. Why not? How about the eyebrows? Eyebrows work, but the eyes don't work. No, the eyes don't work. Actually, there should be... Oh, we have several pairs of eyes. I don't know why that doesn't work. Yeah, are they too far in? Oh yes, okay. So it doesn't work. The eyes don't work for all the kids. Or they need to be adjusted. That could be. Because I thought they worked yesterday. Maybe it was there. Maybe we'll just make this the eyes here. Attachments, and make that the male eyes. Overwrite, and just make sure we smart parent. Okay, that's that. So delete. Magician eyes male works perfect, and eyebrows did work already. That's neat, but just to be on the safe side, yeah, they might benefit from coming out a little bit more. So just a good idea to adjust them just out so that, and these are the eyebrows there. Cool. There. And then we've got the female eyes, but we also have the face plate. So I think that was in expressions here. Kids faceplate. Does this work? Oh, maybe this magician bloke is sort of different. Are we okay on the position here? We look like we are, but that faceplate is not in the correct spot. We don't want to put it too far into the head, so I might just go and put this into attachments here as well, and save it as a like this, attachments, kids faceplate, smart parenting, kids faceplate, Synty Kids pack. Perfect. Because then the expressions, are they working on here? Yes, they do. All right, no worries. Have fun, Brian. Thanks for hanging. Very nice having you. Okay, so that's stored. Let's do a couple of hair props for the next 10-15 minutes or so, and then we can head out. Let's go put some eyes on you. Eyes male. Oh yeah, we also need to talk about the female eyes, but we'll do that next time. The eyes male. We've got the eyebrows. That's cute. I could even feasibly make just very simple morphs with the eyebrows, or even with the eyes. Like this would be straight, and this is kind of concerned, this is angry, so it's really simple to do that. I think they're one object, so I'll have to make morphs because I can't adjust them independently. Morph would be the best to do, really, because then he can do wincing as well. That'd be really, really cool. That's just neat. Okay, but hair is the name of the game, of course. So hair. Let me remove your current hair, buddy, which is bandana. And this is now under 3D content, Synty assets, kids, kids stuff, kids, and OBJ's hair. There we go. So we need ball number 2. Here's ball hair. We'll just call this ball 2. And we parent it onto the head. And with it, we also need a bit of material. That needs to be called kids. So we delete this. That's that. Is it so that this will work? And I'll go and put just this material on here. And that'll be that. Kids hair. So this is now ball hair 2, I'm thinking. Kids pack, smart parent, and boom. No worries. Thank you for being here, Pamela. Awesome. If we don't see each other beforehand, have a happy new year 2022. I might see you beforehand because I'm planning to be here every evening, every afternoon. So maybe you'll be back. Who knows? And thank you to you too. Hey, look at that. Great minds think alike. One of those things. Very good. Okay, another hair. Another dollar. Should I set myself up a shortcut for this as well? Or at least something on the menu bar? I'm thinking along the lines of Control I or Alt I. Maybe that'll be good. Let's do that. Window, workspace, customize. Or even something simple like file import here. Something like F1. See what happens with F1 or F2. F2 is kind of safe for me in Photoshop. F1 is often something different. F1 is already being used for help browser. I never use that. F1 means import from now on. I like it. Ding! File import. Haha! Hair bun. Do we have more than one bun? Yes, we've got 4 buns. Okay. Bun. Bun 01 goes on here. Hey Chris, thank you so much for helping Brian figure out the all these problematic bits and pieces there. I really appreciate that. With how to fix the teeth and everything, it's just, it's just difficult. Where do we have materials? Oh, these are materials. Okay, gotcha. Oh, we haven't named that yet. There, we'll use this material, and then we do that, and we're going to call it Bun 1. Or just Bun 1. I like it. And Synty Kids pack. Bun 1. He's probably the wrong... kind of a wrong character to use this with. since bun hairs is more like for women, but it'll be fine. So ball can go in here, and then bun 1 can also go in here. Bun 2 coming right up. Oh yes, I like it. Bun 2, parent to head. Rename to kids. Apply default material. Bun 2. Alrighty, thank you, Bun 2. Next, Bun 3. As the list grows shorter and shorter. It's the man bun, absolutely. Bun number 3, please. Do you know, if it weren't for Twitch and us hanging out together, I'm not sure if I would do this, if I would have the diligence and time, and if I devote all this effort to converting all these assets. This, you know, sitting here with you is just so much nicer than doing this on my own. Fact. Put kids on there. So in that respect, it's really nice to just work, you know, diligently. And if you do this 8 hours a day, yeah, you get mental. But if you do this like 2 hours a day, then you just keep working at it, and the output is going to be quite fantastic. I've always thought that about animations. So sometimes animations are just, you got to just put the time in, you know. And what is this now? Bun number 3. And if you keep chipping away at something, something great will come out. But often it's just tricky to keep the patience to chip away at something. And I think that's where many of us kind of fall over when we do this on our own. So I think this is really nice to, you know, to have one another and do this together. Bun number 4. Kids. Neat. The man bun. Bun number 4, please. Yes, absolutely, that we can interact with one another at all. That's true. Like here in Miami Beach, we've just had a message from a mayor who says, well, just after Christmas, people were getting together, visiting families and all that. We've got an increase in 10 times the amount of people who now go to the hospital. 75% of them weren't vaccinated to begin with. 95% of those who have been vaccinated didn't get their booster shot. I think, yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? And yeah, of course that's going to happen when people congregate and get together. COVID? What COVID? It never was a problem to begin with. Let's just we're all immune now. We're vaccinated. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Next thing you know, COVID's back and Omicron is better than ever, baby. That dude's got some nice buns. I totally agree. What else? What's next? Bun number 4. We now have the C category here. Clean. Oh, clean is available in 5 options. And then there's cornrows. Okay, let's see what clean looks like. Ooh, that is clean. I love it. Loving your clean hair. It is much better than the hair when it was, you know, not clean. Ah, the upper face rig just opened up. Eyebrows, eyes, male, faceplate. Oh, we have eyes, male twice. We can, whoops. Sorry. Can take these guys out, I think. Clean 01. Neat. Clean 1. Wonder if after clean maybe we have dirty here as well. When's yours due? Rod, when's your booster due? I think we're due in February. We did it via Walgreens here. Oh, ouch, that looks clean. Parent to head check. Add material. Beautiful. Clean 2. Very nice. Okay, let's see what clean 3 has to offer. Tool. Cuts. Whoops. And also available in different hair colors and shades and stuff. Nice. Yeah, maybe like this one here. Clean 3. And clean 4. Right, yeah, this is what happened to us as well. I think we have... we had to book an appointment only because they were kind of busy with things, but they did accept walk-ins. It's just, I think when we did it, we booked one for literally that week, went 2 days later and all was well. And then same for the second dose. And we're kind of hoping to do the same with the booster shot. Yeah, it's due in February. So we'll just go and see. It's literally walk up and do the thing. I hope the side effects are going to be okay. Clean 4. I think we had a Y translate of 100 last time. There we go. Ha! Maybe brunette. That's going to be the thumbnail. Clean 4. Smiley face smuggled itself in here. Okay, and just to keep an eye on the hair. Yeah, there we go. It's filling up. So much hair. Woohoo! Clean 4. How about clean 5? So this and that goes in here. And now we have clean 5. I'm looking forward to the cornrows already. Kids. Right. Red, also neat. Clean 5. Okay. Yeah, Julia was suffering side effects as well when she had the second dose. We had the Pfizer, and yes, I heard that as well. It can be mixed and matched. Like my mom had that. She had AstraZeneca, they call it in Germany, which I don't remember what the other name for that is, but we have it over here as well. She had that first and then Pfizer second, and now she's due a booster shot, so that she's working on that right now. And you didn't have any side effects, Jeremy. That's really nice. That's good to hear. Yes, I felt good as well. First time and second time. I think second time I felt just a little rough, as if you had like a mild a little bit under the weather, but nothing that I could say side effects. But Julia felt it, really felt it. Corn roll. See what that looks like. Oh yes, baby. Corn roll. Oh yeah, then we need to rename that. Blonde cornrow. That's ridiculous. Trying to find something dark that doesn't have a shade. Maybe this is kind of cool. We'll use that. Cornrow. Cornrow. Okay, what's next? Fade. And there's one that's called flat after that. That's fade. Yeah, I can see that. Faded hair. Neat. Amanku, let me ask you, where in you in Germany, right? Was it Germany? Was it Austria? I can't remember. What's it like in Germany right now? My friend keeps telling me, if you are in fact from either of those regions, if not, that's also fine. My friend keeps telling me lockdowns are being discussed already in the north of Germany, whereas in the south of Germany, like in Bavaria region, people aren't into getting vaccinated for religious reasons, which is also, you know. Oh, right. Sorry, I mixed you up then, man. No problem. Good to know. So we're not that far away after all. That's nice. That's good to hear. I meet so many people. I do apologize. Sometimes I mix things up. Oh, a rash around the injection site. Oh, interesting. See, I knew you made a German reference at one point. That's maybe what my brain was thinking about. Very cool. Kinney's Fame Magic, yeah, I don't know if that's available at Walgreens, Rod. I still like the idea, Rod, that Brian turns you into a 3D version of yourself, that you can walk into the story and interact with the TNA girls. That sounds like super fun. That sounds like super fun. Flat top. Bring it on. Ooh, okay. That looks great. The flat top hair. Brilliant. Loving this guy. This is going to be my favorite hairpiece. The flat top. Chris, who's on tonight that we can raid? There's always the friendly people from Pixelogic. Creature and character concept sculpting with Ashley A. Adams. AAA. We could raid those guys. If you're into that. See how much hair we have left to do here. Flat top. Maybe we'll do all the Fs. How about that? There's only two more left. Fringe 1 and Fringe 2. Let's do the Fs and then we'll see what... Then we're going to call it a day. Oh, Fringe. Fashionable. fringe hair. Loving that. And it is a fringe. It's just so cute. This whole low poly thing, you gotta admire that. It's just so cool. Fringe. Synty Kids pack. And boom. And one more. This was fringe. Oh, and then we have fringe 2. Okay, I got you. Fringe 2. More fringe than before. The return of fringe. Pop on head. Give it a color. Beautiful. Miss Julia is here. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're about to call it a day here with the hairy people. This is fringe number 2. How is your project going? Julia's playing with something called Core. That is just beautiful. It's based on Unreal Engine, and it is kind of a drag and drop game development environment with coding section based on Lua, but it's not as complicated to learn as Unreal Engine. So that's called Core. Very nice. Let me show you all the hairs that we've done. These are all the hairs. Wow, so much hair. And they all work. Let's just have a look at a couple here. In fact, with a different character, I'm thinking the magician out. Maybe the footballer, maybe the geisha guy. No, didn't we have a ninja guy? Let's do ninja guy. Here, this is ninja guy. Let's give ninja guy a faceplate. See if it works for him. Yes, it works for him. He has that. And then we also give him eyebrows, and we're going to give him male eyes. There we go. He's all happy now. And now we're going to give him a bit of hair. Kids hair. There we go. He can have the bandana. This is going to look nice. It's totally his outfit already. Select the bandana and put some materials on here. Try a few out. It could be blonde. Could be... Oh, these are all blonde. Could be brunette with a red strap. Or maybe a green strap. Or maybe a blue strap. Ooh, that's nice. Or completely different hair. Maybe something like this. That's not really for a footballer. Gotta select the man. Totally not for a footballer. Forget it, can't have that. I think you can also just drag it on him. This looks nice. Does that work? Yeah, there we go, that works. Pops right into place. Clean, it's called. And it's available in several hair colors. Very neat. Or my personal favorite, I think that was the flat top. No, didn't want to do it. Should you work? Should you not just pop into place? There, pops right into place. In various colors. This looks totally like Elvis. Fantastic. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day here. You're not seeing anyone. Let me just go and raid the Pixologic people. I don't think I've ever raided them before, but hey, it's one of those things. Maybe today's the day. My friends, thank you so much for dropping by and joining me. I'll be back here tomorrow between 4 and 5, something like that. I believe you're on tomorrow, Chris, aren't you? In which case, I might go and raid you when I'm done. And we'll go work some more on these guys or do some more funky stuff in Z-Wrap or 3DS Wrap or R3DS Wrap or whatever the software is called. The fascinating one that wraps things and stuff. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. you.